lot going on in pop culture right now.
It is.
UConn made a crazy push this weekend, put belt to ass for the Duke Blue Devils, and I loved every moment.
Well, if they only won by one, is it really belt to ass, though?
Belt to ass because one, they should have never been in that situation, and two, Duke should have never let them come back. I stand on that. When I put your foot on your neck, especially in the tournament, we ain't playing those games.
Break that down then, because they
Feel
definitely
me?
did have a 19-point lead. So break that down.
Hold on, that's what I'm saying. So if we look at who was, I believe it was 41. Let's see what that score was.
But come on, we'll get it play by play. I go to the play by play right now. You scroll down to at half what the score was at half.
Was it like 29 or 40 something?
I'll tell you right now. Boom. End of the first half, the score was, I want to say it was 29-44.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying that to say Dan Hurley, he did an amazing job. John Shire got out coached. If we want to keep it a spade, and this isn't the first time. Gary McNamara, shout out to him, new Syracuse head coach. Used to be with Siena before he just came back home. Out coached him in the first round. So this is one of those times where you say he met his match. And the thing is, the intensity of Dan Hurley, there's no way he didn't see in his mind that he was going to lose this game. One of my favorite parts of that last play was the defense, right? Both Boozer brothers get shut down, right? I mean, straps. If you was in the back of a car, seatbelts wouldn't be enough. Like, we get both players collab on Caden, where he grabs the ball, he looks, scrambles. I'm sorry, Cam Boozer passes the ball to Caden. No, Caden, excuse me, right?
No, Caden is the one who made the pass.
Caden made the bad pass, right? So Cam Boozer made the pass. Correct.
And Caden did what you're never supposed to do.
Which is what?
You never pick the ball up in the back court.
Crazy.
You can double team. You pick the ball up and you throw a wild ass, ill-advised pass.
Up over the head. Never.
But I get it. Like, I mean, no one's perfect.
Pressure.
There's no manual as to like how you're supposed to be in the last 5 seconds. Like, you hope that they're going to be calm and be poised. But when you see a UConn double team running at you in the backcourt,
2 double teams back to back,
you only got an X amount of time on the clock. Like, unfortunately, people panic, and I think we saw that there. He panicked, and a team like UConn, they capitalize off turnovers
every time.
You know what I mean? So you give them a turnover and you give them time, you give yourself a loss.
You get that BTA.
We saw it.
You get that BTA for free. Shout out to Braylon Mullins. I know Kemba's on the Mountain Rushmore, but Braylon Mullins at this moment, I don't care what happens from this moment going forward, he is UConn royalty.
Yeah.
That shot, like, I'm not a UConn fan. That game made me a fan. Like, the game is living in my mind rent free. I can't stop seeing that. I don't know. As a basketball person, I'd rather lose by 30 than lose like that.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'll break it down like this. Like, that shot reminded me of when Chris Jenkins hit the shot for Villanova. The difference is, obviously, that was for a championship. This is to send you to the Final Four.
But still, the magnitude, it was there.
And I ain't gonna not to be dramatic, but
2 freshmen.
Not even like for Camden, Boozer, that turnover remind me when C Webb called the. I ain't gonna
drag the back foot, travel, walk to the storm.
What I mean, like you call that timeout, they go to the line, make the free throws, you lose the game. You make that turnover, they get a 3, they knock it down, they win the game. And that's tough. You know what I mean? Because that's a play I guarantee is going to haunt him
forever. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the other side of the coin that you have to see too. You got to understand that these are like 18, 19-year-old kids that are making these mistakes with millions of people watching, So I think you got to, obviously give him some grace, but I know it's going to be tough for him. So the biggest thing I would tell him is, just try to keep your head up, keep yourself level-headed, don't let it discourage you. Still keep balling, still keep doing your thing, but that's one that's going to be kicking him in his ass for a minute. A big shout out to Terrence Reed too, the big fella for UConn.
Dogging, cooking. He was
27 last night.
He kept how much? 27?
No, he had 26. Excuse me, 26 points, 9 rebounds. He had 4 block shots.
Okay, that's a lot of blocks.
That's what you want out of your big man.
That's a big man.
But that's what you want. If you're a coach, if you're Dan Hurley, you like my big man did what the hell he was supposed to do tonight on all aspects of the floor. So I mean, big shout out to them. And then you have Mullins knock down the shot. I mean, What else can you ask for UConn to the Final Four?
Let's pull up below.
And too, fun crazy fact is too, Reed was actually over Reed Jr. for UConn. He was at Michigan the last for a couple years ago. He was over at Michigan and ended up leaving, and that's when Michigan went and got to UAB and got Yaxel.
Yep.
So see how all that transpired, and now both of them in the Final Four.
Final Four.
Yep. They worked out for both teams.
Let me share this screen with you. Let's go in here. Let's see what they talking about.
Let me see this. What we got?
Let's go here.
You plan.
See what Dan said. You guys. My boy Reed rocking the net on the snapback.
Yeah, he is. Make a full screen.
I think it was to start.
Still full screen? 19, brother. History. Yeah, it is. Yo, bro, I'm not even going to hold you. Alex Caravan, this is his last year, bro. And they get Braylon Mullins to hit this shot in his freshman year. I know they looking at him like, yo, we got another one. Oh, no. I can't hear you. Can't hear you, dog.
You can hear me, dog?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Don't mute me again, man. You feel me? When you made it, you feel me? Start sharing screens, you muted me. But it's UConn, man. As fast as they going out, they coming in. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
That's a powerhouse. They're going to always have talent and skill.
They're going to find talent. And not to leave this conversation, but even when you look at 2-year players like Stephon Castle, and just to see how seasoned and comfortable they look when they leave UConn, it's something to say about it's something to say about these players not having to lean on this one and done. Mm-hmm. Stephon Castle is not a one and done player.
I'm so glad you just brought this.
We really we can't get caught up, and we move it forward a little bit now. We can't get caught up in the money is being made. So when we look at a situation like you got a Stephon Castle that is willing to be coached by Dan Hurley and then goes and ends up being coached by Greg Popovich and then gets a new coach in the Spurs, it pays to be patient in your process. You're going to make your money. You're going to learn how to be coached. You're going to learn how to be a professional, and you're going to give yourself a chance to really win, leave your stamp on an organization like a UConn, like a Michigan, like a Arizona. And more importantly, the fans get the full experience of who you are as a person, and you even get to develop more. They get to learn more about you as opposed to a John Wall that was one and done. I mean, yeah, he's a Kentucky guy forever, but they didn't get to enjoy them the way they are. That's why they love the Caitlin Clarks. They love the Hannah Hidalgos, because shout out to the women's game. You stand on 4.
And I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that you said that, because me personally, I was saying this to myself earlier. I truly feel like there needs to be a rule where now these college athletes, in particular for basketball, have to stay 2 years. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there was a time period you were so eager to do the one and done because you're running to get the bread in the league. But like you just stated, these guys getting paid now. We're seeing guys like AJ get $8 million to go to BYU. We see
Peterson offer your boy Yaxel 7 to 9, but he still said,
Listen to me. You feel what I'm saying? You got, but he's been in college for
like 4 years already.
I think he was already at UAB. So I'm just saying, the guys that we're seeing from a 1 year standpoint, like the AJs, like the A Cuffs, like the Peterson. Those are guys that we should get a chance to see more than just for 1 year. Cole Pete. Look at what's happening with Cole Pete.
Savage.
You know what I mean? He's a freshman taking his team all the way to the Final Four. So
Brandon Burries.
So again, if these guys aren't chasing the money now in the league, I feel like whether it be the NCAA or whether it be through NIL, I think that there should be some type of stimulation where guys got to at least stay 2 years in college, because the money's there. The hype is clearly there, because I can't lie. This is probably one of the most exciting March Madness that we fucking seen
in a minute.
I don't know how long. So I think that, give us 2 years of that, man. Like you just said, and it helps with the development. You see that what that extra year can do to a player like a Stephon Castle, or, I'm sure there's others that we can name that, been in the league or have developed. Use Yaxel, for example. Look how long he's been in college. He's polished. He's ready for the league right now. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes
it's a big man playing with kids.
That extra year really helps
made everything
a player in their development. So I think that, I don't know whether, like I said, whether it be through the NCAA or it be through the NIL agreements that these players have, they should at least stay 2 years, man. Help us out. Let us see more excitement, because at this point, a lot of these freshmen going to leave this year. Tournament probably going to be whack as hell next year.
Yeah, and even to push the conversation a little bit forward, like the league, the system you in really matters.
Facts.
Right? You go to a UConn, you're not going to be the man, but you're going to have moments where you could be the man, and you're going to play amongst a team of players that are going to be able to help you up your game. and you go to a Calipari system, you are going to be the guy, right? He's going to give you the keys. You're going to have to drive. But then you look at a situation like Michigan, they grab an Elliot Kadoa. They have a Yaxel. Damn, what's a small forward's name? Number 4 on Michigan. Small forward.
Me personally, I've always felt like that's what Michigan State's problem was. I feel like we always
Gonna slide that Michigan State in there, huh?
Have to. That's my squad. I feel like they never have like what you say. Like they never have the guy. They have like.
But that's Tom Izzo's players, though.
That's a hard working team,
right?
You know what I mean? We don't have just like, and I think that's also to our detriment at times. I feel like a lot of times down the stretch we don't have anybody.
Who we giving the ball to?
Like,
who's gonna be the guy?
Jeremy Fears is nice, but a lot of times he's not like, respectfully, he's not like a Cassius Winston where it's like, that's my guard.
Go get a bucket.
Go give me a bucket. What's your boy that was from Long Island? Tyson. That was from Ron Young.
And now overseas now, y'all.
Tyson Walker, a go get it type guy sometimes. But again, that's a
shout out Westbury.
I feel like we don't recruit. So to your point, I think certain teams you have to have that one guy that's your guy.
You got to drive the bus.
Now you have a UConn, but you got to think UConn may not have the guy, but they have
a lot of guys,
team of the best at what they do. You know what I mean? Like they're the powerhouse. So,
and that's the least you could do if you don't have the guy. You know what I'm saying?
If we don't have the guy, we're going to have the best all around. You know what I mean? That makes us a solid, solidified team. We can't just go get a bunch of hard playing guys, but we don't really have players that are their best or can get us a bucket or could be someone we trust down the stretch.
Right. So even so with the Final Four now, we got Michigan, Arizona, and we have Illinois and UConn.
That's going to be BTA.
UConn, Illinois?
Yes.
I thought you said Illinois, you saying?
No, hell no. UConn going to beat Illinois by at least 20.
I thought you said that wasn't going to be a cakewalk.
No, it will be a cakewalk. Wrong guy. That was not me because I know Illinois is a good team, but they're not going to be ready to play against no team.
So here's the thing:
if you really look at who they played, who they've had to play in this tournament, no disrespect, but you played VCU. You know what I mean? You played. Who was the first team that they played? It was like a smaller tier team. I want to say.
We could go.
I'll pull it up right now.
Okay.
Penn. They played Penn. VCU. Okay, Houston, that's solid. Iowa, cool. But ain't none of them going to be what y'all about to be looking at when y'all match up against UConn on Saturday, dog. No chance.
UConn is going to be very different. What's up, Ogan on cam? What we doing? Hey, and we got lunch on cam. Okay, walk us through that real quick. What's that? What kind of taco was that?
So, we want to take a little break. We ain't forget about the basketball, but, we had a special moment here. Wifey just came in and made some chicken tacos. She has a little chicken. And they look more like a chicken tender.
Oh, sour cream on that bit?
Yeah, it's a chicken tender taco. You feel me?
A chicken tender taco. Yeah.
Look at that.
So you got the CTT chicken.
We got the CTT. The chicken. What is it? The chicken tender taco.
Chicken tender taco. No. It's the CTT. Oh, because
and then we got
made it.
Got lettuce on here, a little bit of cheese,
red sauce,
guac sauce, sour cream, a little spicy. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna make sure it look as good as it tastes, or tastes as good as it looks.
Yeah. Man, give me a little to-go box or something.
Yeah, this guy for sure.
I like that.
Appreciate you, homie.
Honey bun. Appreciate you. Nah, but I think that you really, really do have to consider what Illinois is bringing to the table. I do have UConn winning that game, but I also believe Keaton Wagler. He gets off in this one. He's coming off a great game, spanking Iowa. That was phenomenal to see them be able to maneuver and get that win. Keaton Wagler, excuse me.
Like 25, 27?
Like 26. I know it's premature, but some people are already saying he's Steph Curry-esque in terms of his range. I feel like it's a stretch because Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. So we got to be careful when we put certain people amongst others. Like Keaton hasn't earned that yet. Not to shout him down or anything like that, but true freshman, has great range. Big part of the success of what Illinois has. But like we were talking earlier, Keaton is the guy, but UConn is the team. So I think they run into a brick wall there. And Dan Hurley in this moment, I feel like that probably was the toughest game for UConn. And the fact that they were able to overcome that I don't think Illinois is ready. That the momentum and now the experience is going to kick in for UConn. It's just going to go into the next job. And then now I have Arizona. Originally, I had Arizona winning for my entire bracket, but I have Arizona getting past Michigan, and it's going to be Arizona UConn. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I think now that matchup between Michigan and Arizona, that
That's going to be a dogfight.
that Cole Pete matchup, yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, that's Cole Pete and
That's going to be a David versus Goliath type battle right there. You know what I mean? But I do agree with you. I think Arizona, they're going to come out with over Michigan in that matchup. I feel like they just UConn, Arizona and UConn match up so perfectly because I feel like they have that one guy like he's nice, you know what I mean? But they have the depth, you know what I mean? The game stretches way beyond just one player. And I think that because you look at Michigan, yeah, they're good, but I think on a night-to-night basis, you expect Yaxel to be your guy. You know what I mean? 20 to 25. I feel like Arizona, yeah, Koa may be able to get that, but you also know you can get 15 from this guy. You can get a solid 15 from this guy. Another guy may go crazy and get you 20. So I think, like you said, that depth is going to ultimately be what's going to help Arizona beat Michigan. But then, I don't know. I might disagree with you. I think Arizona's going to beat UConn.
Do you?
I think Arizona could beat UConn, to be honest with you.
So you got Arizona beating. Okay. No, I'm with you. I had Arizona winning the whole thing.
But you just said you think UConn gonna win it.
No. I said I have Arizona and UConn making it to the final. Arizona is going to have winning the entire thing.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah, no, for sure. When we look at Arizona, their depth is kind of unmatched, and Tommy Lloyd has done a sensational job in keeping his head cool. Jaden Bradley, that game winner that he knocked down a couple weeks ago. I mean, he's their junior. He's their leader. Then you have Braden Burries right there as his back end as a solid true freshman. Then you have Cole Pete. Those three alone, it's a tough day. It's a tough day. And the thing that for me that makes a big deal, what separates Arizona is their last game. They had 6 players that have 14 points. That says a lot, like when we talk about depth and experience, right? So you're not worried about one person. You're worried about everybody. Essentially,
just in that last matchup against Purdue, 4 of their 5 starters were in double figures.
This is what I'm saying. That's the matchup I'm talking about. It's like, Yaxel is pulling up. Elliot Cadeau is going to be there. They can have 30 each, but Arizona is spreading the love, and they're doing it defensively.
Yeah.
And they can pick whoever to take the last shot, right? So and I think this might hurt Michigan a little bit because of the way they've been steamrolling through everyone. Most of their games haven't been tight. Arizona's had to scrap for a few. They've been beating everybody for the most part, but there's been a few games that Arizona had to win. Michigan just been cooking everybody. So I think the fact that Michigan might have to tap into that bag, it might be a little too late trying to figure out how to win against the best team in college basketball. That's just how I see that.
That's fair. We're going to see. It's going to be a good matchup, but I'm just excited for it overall. Like I said, the Cole Pete, the Yaxel matchup, like that's just going to be high caliber basketball. It's going to be a hard game, but I think that Arizona just got a little bit more size, a little bit more grit, a little bit more fight in them than Michigan, and I think that's ultimately going to help them be able to push through and get to the championship. And then the same on the other bracket with UConn versus Illinois. I think UConn is just a powerhouse. Experience, been in this position before, 2-time champ, back-to-back champs a couple years ago. Like, Dan's been in this situation before, so
it's not their first time.
I don't expect Illinois to get down and roll over, but I feel like sometimes against a team like UConn, you don't have no choice but to. And then they'll match up against Arizona, and I feel like that's going to be a hard-fought battle as well. But come on, Arizona, Cole Pete, Chandler Kid, homegrown, bringing the national back to the home crib.
Bro, I didn't know he had 4 state championships. He AZ homegrown for real.
Yes, bro. Like his
did you hear about him before? Like you knew of him before he got to the AZ?
Bro, I used to play against his brothers, bro. He has a brother named Cassius Pete, bro, who went to Corona, who played with Marvin Bagley. They were like back-to-back championships at Corona del Sol, bro. Like his whole family is talented.
They do this.
His older brother is Andrew Pete, who played in the NFL.
Okay.
You know what I mean? His brother Cassius ended up going on playing football. He was actually at Michigan State around the time that I was there as well. So to answer your question, been seeing this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's a family thing. That's a
that's
family
what they do.
thing. Like this, we've been watching this like generation, child after child after child be successful. So I mean, yeah, man. But I mean, obviously, when you seeing it play out, he was like, I knew he was good, but damn, I didn't know he was.
I didn't know he was gonna be this good.
You know what I mean? But to have a freshman, like I said, being from Arizona, being from Chandler, staying home, playing for U of A, getting them to the Final Four, and possibly winning to bring home a championship, you can't ask for a better story than that. Like that's a story. That's a one and done story. That's a one and done story.
You go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like he get a pass, you make that happen. You know what I mean? But man, he's a talented kid, and I definitely did see that happening.
Doing last couple questions before we get out of here. On the women's side, Notre Dame got up out of there. Oh, good.
Yeah, we're good. I was just doing the camera.
All right. Notre Dame gets packed up by UConn.
Okay.
UConn's just they're unbeatable. They're gonna take. I want to see the UConn South Carolina situation again. I do. I need that. I need that one more time. We need that for nostalgia purposes. That's interesting to see Hannah Hidalgo not be able to be in a position to pull that through. I mean, I guess UConn was just too much. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised. I thought they would have fought a little bit harder, and it would have been good to see Notre Dame take on TCU because, obviously Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles got their history. That would have been good to see. But I wonder what the future is for Hannah. You know what I'm saying? What her plans are next, what she wants to do. If she feels like she could get it done with Notre Dame. Other people going to be throwing the bag at her because she's a star.
Yes, she is.
Game before this, I don't want to misquote. I want to say her stats the correct way. Hold on. Hannah Hidalgo, her last game, she had, was it Vanderbilt? Brother, she had 31 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and she had 10 steals.
She's going to get a triple-double. She's going to get a triple-double. And that's what I love. Her triple-double, she be getting steals.
Listen.
I was arguing with my team the other day about who they would take between Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo, and everybody said Olivia Miles. I said, I ain't gonna lie, I got Hannah.
Really?
If you can get me 20, 25 points, if you can dish out some assists, and you playing your ass off on defense, getting 10 plus steals, come on, dog. Like the game is deeper than just, you know what I mean? The game is deeper than what, you just do on the box scores as far as scoring. You go out there and give me 10 skills. I mean, you playing your ass off on defense. That type of stuff, you can't. It's hard to duplicate that.
It's crazy because Nas said that he had Hannah being a better college player at the end of her career than Caitlin Clark. Stretch at the time, he said that she was a freshman. Caitlin, I believe, was leaving or going to the league or was already in the league for a year. It would have been good to see Hannah and Caitlin really get to it for like 4 years straight because Caitlin, yes, is one of one, but we haven't seen anybody give us 30 and 10 steals, bro. And then you got Juju sneaking through the back door. It's like women's basketball. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Notre Dame. They had a good season, man. I love their
They had a great season. Shout out to Jada Ivy's moms.
Yeah, I got big respect to them. They play hard, but I mean, UConn is UConn. We're gonna say the same thing we're saying about the women's that we say about the men's. Like, this is what we know them to do. Sarah Strong balled out, 21 points. Yeah, 7 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 blocks. Again, as
she's
a UConn coach, that's what you want out of your big man or your big woman. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Your center, like playing on all avenues of the game. You know what I mean? AZ Fudge. She had a quiet night last night yesterday against Notre Dame, but the game before that, she was on fire. You know what I mean? So that, again, like you're saying, AZ Fudge could take the night off tonight, but we know we got Sarah Strong. Your back. You know what I mean? Or Sarah Strong may not be as good, but we know we got Williams who can go get us.
We got options over here.
We got options, so
we got options. Shout out to Gino. Shout out Gino, man.
Undefeated, man. 38-0. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Is he?
They're 38-0 this year, dog. They ain't lost. Come on, man. So, big shout out to UConn. And we'll see them in the Final Four. And then Duke. I was surprised to see Duke roll over like that against UCLA.
Hold on, before we get to that. The way Duke did LSU, shout out to Flor J. Johnson.
Senior.
I love Flor J. It hurt me to see her go for the bait. She hit it with the hezzy sidestep. I mean, it's always easy to talk about it as opposed to being in the moment. I just wish she would have stayed on her feet because that moment is going to live in her mind again for forever. Like she's going to be seeing blue for a long time. She's going to probably hate the color blue. And it's not even just the sidestep. The shot, the ball went in and out the basket about 3 or 4 times, toilet bowl, and then dropped through. So sidestepped you, and I caught the toilet bowl.
Yeah, them type of losses hurt. Like, that's one of them I'd rather just lose by 10, 15,
This is
20.
what I'm saying. I don't want to go out like that. And the nasty part, it's off a half court play.
Yeah.
It's not like this is transition. We drew this up.
Coaching.
Yeah. So shout out Kim Mulkey and Duke able to move forward. And like you were saying, get ahead about Duke and UCLA. Duke got spanked.
Yeah, they got beat yesterday. But I mean, UCLA is a force to be reckoned with. They got, I mean, we look at their team.
They got some options over there.
Two or three of the top draft picks that's going to be probably in the WNBA going. So you got Lauren Betts. She's best center, probably best big man that we have in the game right now. She had 23 points yesterday and 10 rebounds.
Is Betts better
5
than
blocks?
Is Betts better than Audi from? Her name is
Audi Crooks. Audi Crooks from Iowa State.
Yeah, is she better than her?
Yeah, because I say that like Audi Crooks is more dominant, obviously, because her size, her dominance, when she's able to maneuver in the post.
She has crazy numbers.
You're able to get more with Lauren. Lauren can run the floor better. To me, I feel she's a better rebounder. She can step outside the perimeter a little bit and knock down a 15, 20-foot jump shot. Okay. And, me personally, if I'm looking for a big man, I want someone that I know is going to be able to give me the minutes and run the floor like I need them to with my offense. So I think that Lauren Betts, she's a dog. You know what I mean? Kiki Rice, she didn't have a great game yesterday, but I expect her to be better in their next matchup. And then they got some productivity off the bench. 15 points with Angela off the bench. I mean, UCLA, a good team, man. Number one team. Like, to me, they should be the favorite to win the championship, if not UConn.
So who you got now? UCLA. Are UCLA and UConn on the same side of the bracket, or would they eventually meet?
Let me see, because the games that are tonight, we got Michigan versus Texas, and then we have TCU versus South Carolina. Tonight, I'm not going to lie, I got Texas. I think Texas might take Michigan.
I like Texas. Texas got the...
Madison Booker is literally the female version of Kevin Durant.
AD, yeah. She's rocking that 3-5.
Like she's everything that she is dressing up and playing to be.
I like her a lot. Her game is smooth.
She has the game. Okay. And then TCU, South Carolina. Love Olivia Miles, like we were just talking about, but South Carolina carries that same dominance that
it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much to handle from all aspects. You got Tessa Johnson, you got Raven Johnson, you got Joyce Edwards, you got who's the girl?
Tanaya Lassie.
Yes, like
came from Florida State, averaging like high 20s, 25, 26, and nobody was talking about her.
Yeah,
she came over there. A shout out to her, man. Not to cut you off, but to be the man.
You like cutting me off. That's all good.
My bad. I'm sorry.
You my man, though. I'll let that slide.
To be able to be the man and want to come to a legendary coach in Dawn Staley, I think understanding the big coaching, the bigger perspective, of being coached by the right person and knowing what Dawn Staley can do for you as a whole, I think that says a lot because that's putting yourself aside for the team, right? And what one thing Dawn Staley gonna do, she gonna recruit her ass off. She's going to. If there's a great play on the market, Dawn Staley gonna go get her.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I might say Raven Johnson did more of that recruiting than
Raven.
Dawn in that situation because Dawn, Raven and Tanaya have been friends since they've been kids. They've been playing together, ever since they were young children.
Oh, so that was in the bag.
That Raven, she said in the press conference the other day, she's like, even when she was at Florida, was it Florida State she was at?
Florida State.
Even when she was at Florida State, we always stayed in contact. We were always checking in on one another, So for her to now go off at Florida State and make that transition, like you were saying, I guarantee you, Raven closed that deal probably harder than Dawn did. So to now be playing alongside your best friend and then have the game that they both had against Oklahoma. Tanaya, she had 28 points, 11 from the field, 10 for 10 from the free-throw line, 4 for 4 from 3. Raven Johnson, 18 points, 8 for 11, 2 for 3 from the three-point land. Like, it don't get no more picture perfect. And you doing all that with your best friend? Come on now. Good job, Raven.
Raven is the epitome of a leader. Dawn even said, like, I'm going to miss coaching her so much because she's just everything you would want in a player. And that means a lot. I know other coaches hearing that in the W, that raises her stock tremendously. And I think Raven as well, 3-4 year player. You know what I'm saying? There's perks to staying and putting your stamp on the organization. You know what I mean? So,
Dawn was saying that in the press conference too the other day. She was like, Raven Johnson's a player that I love so much that like her.
She gonna miss her, bro.
The way that she talks and the way that she carries that's transitioning and trickling down to the players we have now. Like I be listening to some of my players and it be sounding like stuff that Raven
Just like Raven said,
so that's the leadership that you possess.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that Raven, she's held it down and done what she's supposed to do.
1-on-1.
I'm excited to see how they match up tonight against TCU, but I definitely see them coming out victorious against them.
Yeah, I like that. Man, will y'all tap in? Y'all let us know who you guys have. If y'all brackets are busted up, like 95% of us are right now, who you guys have. And
don't even try no more. I promise. Don't even
who y'all got left. Shit, so next time, love.